Good morning, everybody. This is Kurt H. I am Lazy Farmer. How are we doing this morning? Oh my goodness, I am trying to be upbeat and good. I did not sleep a wink last night, and I don't feel bad. I don't feel tired. It's just my mind would not stop. I was thinking about the stream. I was thinking about a whole bunch of other stuff. But let's jump in. Here we go. I'm overlooking the Moncrief Yard. I'm on the Southeast server again. And as the title says, I've been off all this week. And I think last weekend, right after the stream, I kind of came over and looked at the Moncrief Yard and with some of the other guys, and oh my goodness, it was out of hand. It was broken. And I only say that because there were cars everywhere. So I know myself. Oh yeah, I got coffee, Jerry. How you doing? Good morning, Jerry. Good morning, CSX. Ken, enjoy that breakfast. And Devin. In fact, that's Devin. That train. If you guys see that train moving on the stream, that's Devin. He's actually running that train, trying to sort cars out here in the Moncrief Yard. And I do have my second cup of coffee here. I'm a little congested. That's because of allergies. So if I cough or anything like that, I'll try to mute myself, but I apologize for that noise. Coffee sip. But there's some things I want to kind of cover. I'm in Discord, but I'm kind of in a private area in Discord because there's some things I want to cover. There's some confusion. And some of it was on my side as well. I was thinking that if you were joining my servers, and if you want to join the server, the information is in the description, the link to the server. Now, there's two Discord servers. I want to talk about that. So let's just jump in. And I want to say, let's talk about, let me move this around so you guys can see that lettering better. There we go. I want to talk about Discord and how to join our servers. First thing is in the description is the link, and and the other thing too, guys. Hey, here's something else as well. If you like the videos, if you want to know more about Run8 Train Simulator, if you want to join the servers, just go ahead, subscribe to the channel. That helps, and give me a thumbs up. Helps the analytics, and share it out. If you got other people that that are in a situation like me, that are in an area we don't have. I have been searching all this week because I've been off this week, and I'm like, I had the model railroading bug, and so I was looking, is there any kind of a model railroading club? And I don't care, it could be like the next town over, and I'm very rural. Yeah, there's nothing in this area, so Run8 is my virtual model railroad. I've said that before. But what I want to do, morning, Mother Slug, how you doing? You've been waiting since 10? It's only 8 o'clock. It means you're a couple of hours ahead of me, or maybe 3 hours ahead of me. Anyway, so join the Discord. There's the Lazy Farmer Discord channel, and then there's the TLF, which is the Lazy Farmer Mosel Discord. And I'm not going to get into the reason why there's two. It is kind of a pain to have two. But the Lazy Farmer Discord channel, that is where the NorCal server is being hosted out of. And that's being hosted by my good friend Kung Fu Beer. If you ever watch him, or if you haven't watched his streams, go check him out. You can find him on YouTube as well too. He streams usually Sunday afternoons. And he's really consistent. He's got a bunch of different streams and videos that he does. So I go give him a like and a follow as well too. Subscribe to him. He's got some good content. But he's also a good friend, and he hosts the NorCal server for me, and I appreciate that. And then there's the Lazy Farmer or TLF Mosel Discord, and that one is where all my other servers are being hosted. And or reference to the SRS, which is the Southwest Rail Simulator. And so if you are brand new to Run8, First thing I'm going to tell you is you can certainly, if you want to play solo, that's how I did it for about a year, and I get the whole, I was nervous about joining a server, um, because I didn't want to break things. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I caused some issues. I've this last week, and even I, not once, not twice, but 3 times, I made trains disappear during the week, and I'm going to tell you, it didn't crash the servers. So, I mean, you're not going to break anything. We had somebody else made a train disappear. We recovered it. Mistakes happen. Okay, and that's what we're here about. The LazyFarmer servers and the SRS Southwest Rail Simulation team. We've come together because we have the same philosophy. We're a teaching group. Okay, what's up, Andrew? Morning. Can't wait to see you on Monday, man. I miss you guys. How you doing, John? Good morning to you. So anyway, finally, my locomotive is being built in trains. I got word a modder from Joint Rail is building a new DDA 40X and supposedly will release sometime this summer. Can't wait. Awesome. Devin, seriously, on the stream, you're going to moon the crew? Oh my gosh. Come on, Devin, get back to work. I'm kidding. Devin cracks me up. Anyway, so let's get back to talking about Discord. So, and other things get confusing, and part of the thing was I went and looked, and as you join my Lazy Farmer Discord, you were supposed to be receiving a welcome message with some instructions. Apparently, that was not going out, and I thought it was. And so we're talking, that's been like that for months, and that's on me. Okay, so I apologize. So anyway, he thought he was breaking, break dancing. No, I know exactly what Devin was doing, and that was all right. That's funny. So, but anyway, so you should be anybody who's brand new to the Lazy Farmer Discord should now be getting a welcome message. And honestly, if you join my Discord and you don't get that welcome message, or if you feel it's kind of convoluted, please just direct message me in that Discord. I will get it, and and I can make some changes, but you should be getting one now. So let's talk about that. Now the Discord, let me see if I can get this up here for you guys. I don't want that one, I want this one. There we go. So here's Discord, and I'm going to be showing you some stuff. So when you jump in, this first channel right here, NorCal server, well, let me drill down even farther. Down here next to your name where it says user settings, you want to click on that. And what you want to do, this is a question that came up from somebody. This is after you install Discord on your PC. And somebody was there's a lot of people that are not used to Discord. They don't know how it works. And this particular individual said, hey, I don't want Discord to load with my PC. So right here, if you go in, you click on that gear next to your name down there in the lower left-hand corner, you'll come to this page right here, scroll down to where it says Windows Settings, and just turn these off. Basically, what this does is it keeps Discord from launching when you turn your computer on. It keeps Discord from going into minimize, so you think it's off, but it's not. And then if you do close it out, it closes it out completely. It just doesn't minimize it. So make sure these 3 buttons are turned off. As far as Discord, when you jump in and you join, you're automatically going to be given the role to join the NorCal server. I've got some other things going on. So anyway, and I got a lot of other games. This is my primary one that I watch, and I've got some other games that I play on here. But the main one is you should see all these channels for the Roseville NorCal server. If you don't see these channels, here, if you click up here, you're going to get this menu. You want to make sure Show All Channels has a check mark in it. That's been something that's been popping up quite a bit. That people are like, I don't see the channel you're talking about. Well, that's why you're not seeing it. You're not showing all channels. So you want to make sure you see all the channels. And you're only going to see the channels that you have the roles for. So, and then the other thing I want to point out, I mean, if you want to know more about railroading, here's the G-Core manual. There's a link to it. You can download it. It's on my Google Drive. We're not going to talk. That's just a side note, but it's basically anything west of the Mississippi River follows the G-Core manual. It's the Bible for railroading. If you really want to get drilled down and go, hey, what does it mean? How's it, how do you operate as a railroader? There's a G-Core manual. It's there for you. We don't abide. Well, I'm not going to say that. We kind of follow it. But anyway, I'll get into that in a minute. So once you're here, this will get you access to the NorCal server. So if you click on this, you're welcome to NorCal server information right up here where it says pinned message. If you open that up, there's your information. And now the other thing here, that's not enough. You have to be entered. We run password bots. So once you join, you need to send me a DM, a direct message. Hey, I want to get on the NorCal server. Send me that direct message. I will enter you in the password bot. You can get on to NorCal. Now, what does it mean to get on the NorCal? It means you have to have the base game and you have to have the Roseville DLC in order to play on the NorCal server. That's it. That's all you need, just those two things. You don't even need the car packs. You don't need all your trains looking the same. Everything can say Run8, that's fine. I mean, everything's going to operate as expected. You just need the base game and the Roseville DLC. But if you don't want to play that, all you want to do is play on the Southwest server and get used to some things. That's this channel right here, the TLF Mosel Access Request. Click on that, and you're going to see right here at the very top, or the same thing, you can go to the pinned messages. So as long as you're in this channel, you can click on this button right here, or if you go to the pinned messages, you can click on this button right here, and it'll take you right to that particular server. So if I jump over to that server, here's everything, and I don't know if you guys can all see this, but I've got AGS. Here's a Pittsburgh server, AGS server, Southeast, which we spent a lot of time on. You can see we got somebody working there already. In fact, Devin was the one that was mooting you guys. And then we also have Southwest Rail Simulations. If you come over to this one, Southwest Rail, and all you have is the base game, this is where you want to go. Okay, and you want to click on this. This link right here will take you to their forums. So once you're on the forums, you're going to register on their forums, and I'll see the message, or Ken will see the message over there. We'll go ahead and get you approved once we approve you. And once again, if you click on that, send me a direct message. Hey, I'm trying to join the SRS. I'll get you in there. Okay. And that's a good team over there as well. Like I said, I can't talk enough about them. So, but for any others, like we spend a lot of time in the Southeast region. But I'm going to tell you, here's the thing. It doesn't matter. If you have the base game along with Waycross, which gives you Waycross and the A-line, and trust me, there's a lot of work. In fact, the yard I'm looking at here in Moncrief is part of the A-line. There's a ton of work to be done there. That's enough, too. That's all you need. But if all you want is just the base game you want to explore, I'm going to tell you, don't worry about it. Jump in. Have some fun. Don't worry. You're not going to break anything. All right? And no matter what map you have, join both those Discord channels. And I'm going to tell you, the reason is it seems like everybody's kind of gravitating toward the Southeast map. It's very pretty. It's got trees. You can see that. There's those green things in the background over there. I love the Southwest, but I get tired of desert all the time, so I come over here. You know what? I did, Mother. I did watch it. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a moment. Let me get stay on track here. Anyway, so I just want to make people, make you, hopefully make people comfortable um, with Discord. Hopefully that helps you out. Keep, because I don't like Discord. Sometimes I jump in and we'll do something, and I just don't want to be in Discord. I'm in a mood. I don't want to talk, or I'm tired or whatever. But I'm hoping that kind of makes some people familiar with Discord, and I want more people to be very familiar with joining the Discord servers, both those servers, and joining either, well, join both, or join the Southwest Rail Simulations, or come over here to the Southeast if you happen to have the Southeast maps. So, and that's that. Now, what happens? And this is a topic for another day to really drill down into it. But on the Southeast map, they have what they call the registry. So that's how they use Google Sheets. They're using anyway. They kind of have everything organized over there that way. They have some videos. What's up, Diana? How you doing? Sorry to confuse you yesterday. I know I hit the wrong button and started my stream yesterday, and I didn't mean to do that. So hello, Diana. Welcome to the stream. Anyway, so they have what they call their registry. We call ours the matrix. And so to give you an idea, let me go find it here. Um, there we go. So there's a shot of our matrix, and in our matrix we have the local yard jobs and we have the extra ones. Now this is in a state of flux where I'm actually redoing it, but as it is right now, this is how we go. And basically, the extra board, we're changing it over. Extra board is strictly road train stuff. If all you do want to do is run a road train, this is where you're going to come. What road trains need to be worked? If you want to work a local, you want to switch cars. I love switching cars. You're going to come look at the local yard jobs, and that is kind of how we give that information out. So there's always something to do. Okay, and I got a really good team. These guys are great. I appreciate everything that they do. They watch over the yards so I can look over the back end stuff. And they take a ton of pressure off me, and I appreciate these guys very much. And you can also put messages in the Discord channels. They will answer those. You don't have to direct message me for everything, but you can certainly, put a message out there in the channel, and our guys, somebody will respond to it. They're very good at it. And honestly, if a mistake happens, it's one thing. You don't just let us know. Hey, I made a mistake. I made a train disappear. We'll fix it. Or so I have a question about this. We may not get to you right away, but we will get to you. Okay. And just like everything in railroading, what we always say in that is hurry up and wait. Railroading is hurry up and wait. Everything's done slowly. So yeah, just make if you have the time to do something, have the time to do something. Anyway, let's get into it. So 20 minutes talking about Discord and how to get into it. If you have any questions, like I said, join at least one Discord and send me a direct message. I will respond back to that. Anyway, let's go. I want to change something here. Hang on. Okay. So what I've done all week, I've been here this is Moncrief Yard that we're looking at here. You got Devin moving trains around. This yard was absolutely packed at one. I mean, we're talking all this was full. We were busy here. And then I started working on something that honestly I came to the realization that if you are if you're a model railroader and you have a layout or you're thinking about building a layout, you can go get this map from the Depot Plus. And this map, where'd it go? Right there. This one is honestly, it's very amazing. I came to the realization that it is. I gotta move something over here. There we go. Why does it look like it's truncating? I think it is. Hang on a second. Hang on. Oh yeah, it grossly truncated it. Hang on. Let me go there. Now you guys can see everything. Let's go on this side. There we go. All right, that should do it. So anyway, if you want to build a switching layout, this industrial park is a challenge. I mean, it is a switching puzzle, and it literally took me all week. And there's some things that I've learned from working it, and I've never worked this before. And it's just like one of those things. You just jump in and go, I'm going to work this. You jump in and go to, and you do it. I mean, don't wait. But I came to the realization that if I had room to do a model railroad, I would model this. I would model this map, and then over here you got, this going up this way goes the Honeymoon Y, which is down at that end of Moncrief. Or I can go to TDSI Moncrief, which is all the way over there. So, and you can come through, and then it goes to Jack's Ramp, goes to Duval. That's where Jack's Ramp is. So I would use those and maybe build this on like a 4x8 sheet of plywood, and then have a 2x4 sheet of plywood on each end as my staging yards, and just bring trains in and work this. So anyway, that's what I came to, and that's why I started working this, and this has been oh my God, it's been a pain. And I learned too that if you're going to, oh no, that's why. Yeah, I saw that you jumped into the server. All right, Ken's here. I can go home now. All right. Anyway, so I did is I came into here and I found. Oh my goodness, I found so many cars for the A759. That's the local that works in and around the J&SW industrial park. So I had one string of cars. I came back. I got another string of cars, worked those, and then there was like one string left, and that's where I'm at. So, and that's what I'm going to show you. So to come out to actually get to it, it's easy. You leave the Moncrief yard, and we got an NS train crossing down here. Yep, I put this on the server. We have an NS train. It has, honestly, it just crosses the tracks. So, but it's a little eye candy. Got that going this week too. So behind the scenes stuff. So I'm going to sit here, and this one's going to Jacksonville, and this must be the second one. Okay. I don't know why I'm waiting. It's a long one. All right, anyway. So I think I'm waiting because, well, one, you got to come down to this light here, and you just need to ask Otto to give you a light right here. Once he gives you a light, you're just going to, hey, what's up, Ken? I see you floating around down there. So anyway, we're going to continue straight through this train. Continue straight. That switch is lined to go out, which is its normal state. But you want to line that switch to go straight, and we're just going to follow this track. This is how close it is. It's something that's easy to do. And there it is. There's that same train crossing this track again. Which is interesting because I was kind of laughing. There's a stop sign here. Well, it's because it's dark territory. I am rail fanning. And I know you are too. But anyway, the this is dark territory. There's no signal here. There's no auto here. It's all you. So yeah, this is typically come here, and you're going to look both ways. If it's clear, you're going to go across the diamond. Anyway, we're going to follow this, keep following this down and around because it gets a little bit confusing. Now, right now, we're on that bypass over on the left-hand side of the map there. And TDSI, I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit faster in this fly here. So you can see TDSI is jumping up here. So if you're doing any kind of auto racks and you're looking for TDSI Moncrief, that's it right there. And now here, if we keep going straight, we head off to Duval. Oh, that switch is not supposed to be like that. That might be my bad doing that. All right, you guys can pick my friends out here. They'll pick on me for that. I know them, and that's okay, because if it was them, I'd pick on them. So anyway, and then here where you got IFF, International Flavor and Fragrance or whatever. Anyway, and that's part of the A759. That's your first industry right there. But you're going to make that left, keep following around. Now what we're looking at here, if you're looking at the map, that's the Edgewater yard. So is this. This is the upper yard. You have my write-up. Go ahead. Give it to Quincy. You can write me up. So anyway, this is the lower yard, this is the upper yard. The way I've structured this, you guys you might have to find a better way for yourselves, but I keep the lower yard empty because that's typically where I will eventually end up putting all my outbound cars. And then if that overflows, it'll overflow up here into the upper yard. And last night I couldn't sleep. I got on. I made a couple of moves. But we're going to go jump down here. And I'm actually going to start working this yard. And I think I'll jump over into a different Discord channel so these guys can actually start giving me a bad time about leaving a switch open. Actually, reversed. Well, I know. That's why Ken's already got me writing up, Mother Slug. So, I saw that. Going back to that movie, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I did watch it. And I will tell you, the first thing that struck me was the extremely bad 80s hairstyles. Because it was, I think the movie was released in 90 or 91. Yeah, and it was, I'm going to be honest with you. I know it's one of your favorite movies, but for me, I found it painful. And I say that because when it comes to like horror movies, yeah, sometimes they come back. That's it. Because when it comes down to horror movies, my all-time favorite and my daughter's is going to be the second Conjuring movie, and then after that, the second place one is the first Conjuring movie. So, Jerry, look at you using my motto. I make mistakes so you guys don't have to. No, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was also, I mean, just like the 90s technology, it was a good storyline. I think I'm just jaded against it because it would have, if it was made today, it'd be much better done. I had a list of things mentally that I was going to bring up about it, but yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, it just some of the stuff they gave the story away real early in the movie. That was the first thing. There was no lead up. It was like they just gave it all away, and I think that's what made it painful to watch. Is if you go through it, it's like, okay, I already understand what's going to happen, and yeah, I think honestly the one when it comes, I think of Stephen King is The Stand. That's one of my favorite of his. But anyway, it's all good. I mean, it's a good movie. I mean, I enjoyed it. But I mean, I say that I enjoyed it, but I also say that it was painful to watch too. So, yeah, no, they are. They're all made for TV. So, all right, let's get back to railroading. Anyway, so one of the things that I want to do, I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way, and then I'm going to jump into a different Discord channel here. And then these guys can yell at me for leaving that switch reversed. Here we go. What's up, guys? How we doing? Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So what I want you to do is when you get done writing that, I want you to like roll that up into a very pointy object and stick it in my eye because that's the only way it's going to hurt me. Yeah. All right. I hear Jason, you got your snooty coffee all made? All right. All right. So this is what I've got the switch list up. Let me get rid of the map because that's kind of overlaying everything here. So I got a switch list. Right now I don't have any set outs because I don't have anything connected to, pardon me, connected to my locomotive, but I do have these 16 cars that definitely need to be worked. But as far as everything, now I get hiccups. I do have a bunch of cars that need to be picked up. So I might go just run around and grab some pickups. Woo, man, look at all these. Southern Packaging and Distribution. Oh, I know where that's at. Okay. And I think I saw we can go to Premiere looking at the map again. So let's go bring the map back up again. So what I'm looking at is Premier Beverages has got a lot. Southern Packaging Distribution's got a lot. And Southern Chemicals here. I could really build a pretty good sized train just grabbing those. Oh, and CENVO's done too. That's actually turned. So yeah, I'm going to go grab a bunch. Carroll Tire. That one. Where's Carroll? I know I'm looking at it. I've seen it. Oh, Carroll Tire's right here. Coastal Films is that one. I got to go in and I can pull through the Edgewood lower yard to do that. And then America Rubber Tech, that's an interesting move in itself. And then AB Distributors. I have my plan. All right, let's go grab some cars that need to be shipped. I've got that switch thrown back to normal, and so I'm not even going anywhere near that. CMC and International Flavor and Fragrance is not up, so you're good. Yeah. And kill the map again, so I need my coffee. I have no good place to put that. Ooh. Let me turn some volume out here. There we go. And it sounds like I want to jump on the ground here because I need to go look at inside the cab here for a minute. It is on switch 2. That's why it sounds like it's ramping up a lot. And yeah, let's open that one up as well too. Okay, let's go back to the ground. So yeah, Motherwell it was a motorcycle. I have a bike. It's an e-bike, and yeah, I was on my way to work. And in fact, I finally just found where they hit me because I actually rode my bike for the first time because my knee's really been a pain, and no pun intended on that one. But oops, I don't want that. I want that. There we go. But anyway, yeah, it's in the they hit me in the back and it's slightly dented, but yeah, I did find that they where they hit the frame is dented a little, is bent a little bit. So, but I rode yesterday and the bike felt fine. It doesn't seem to be affecting the bike at all, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. But yeah, no, I did. Um, I ended up with slight concussion, if there's such a thing as slight concussion, but it did hit. I hit hard enough that it cracked my bike helmet. Um, and I still don't remember the accident. That's the weird thing. There's like about maybe 15 minutes where I'm just like I don't remember anything. Um, big old gash on on my elbow, and yeah, and then my knee swelled up to larger than a softball, and the bruise is from above the knee down to like mid thigh, or I mean not mid thigh, I mean mid shin. I can't talk and drive a train at the same time. Why am I even talking now? I'm just gonna shut up. All right, we're gonna go back and find. Yeah, I don't even know who hit me, but I'm here. We're good. And they need to fix the slow speed on these MP15s. I see a reverse switch ahead. Get on the ground and run faster than Forrest Gump. You know what? I just realized you guys are muted. There you go. Now they'll be able to hear you. What's up, guys? Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. How about that? Hi again. Down here and so talking about in the upper yard here, these are like these two tracks I keep open as well too. I use those for sorting cars as needed, or building, or if I need to like grab, like if I had to go do IFF, I need to grab them and then basically push and then go drag them down and head back toward Moncrief in order to be able to put them into that industry. So that's what I keep. Why I try to keep these two open. And I've got these dead end tracks here. I use these for staging. But yeah, this week earlier, well, I think it was Saturday afternoon when I brought that train up. I had all these tracks full, the lower yard full, and part of this one full, and it took all week. And I learned out of that experience is to pre-sort the train in the Moncrief yard. So, which is what the local crews would do in the real life anyway. They would probably sort the train by industry in the Moncrief yard and then bring them here to the Edgewood yard and then work them. So if you're on our server, it's the Y301 is one that actually brings the trains here. But yeah, take time. If you're playing solo and you want to do this, sort that train in the Moncrief yard first. Trust me. If not, you're going to be spending a lot of time moving cars around. And I think I probably could have cut my, instead of taking what, almost 6 days, 5 days, 6 days to finish everything with the Edgewood yard being completely full, probably could have knocked that down to maybe 3 days. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right, WCP, I don't think I had anything there. Southern Packaging I do, but I'm going to get that. I'm going to go down and grab Premier Beverage first. EWP is new. It was this industry right here happened to be on the depot map, which is what I was showing you guys, but it wasn't on the server, so that got added. A lot of stuff got done this on the server side, including some eye candy, which I don't know if you guys think if we need more or if it's good enough. That was a time that I just, yeah, that's like from.
Certainly adds a nice little delay to the realism anyway.
Right. It was kind of cool. I think that today was the first time I saw one of the um, NS trains go by, and I think there's another area that I can do that on as well too.
Yeah, it should be up there by
Yeah, you're very soft, Ken. You know what it is. I know why. Because you were blasting my ears in Discord the other day.
Oh,
I gotta turn you back up.
I see how it is. Turn me down.
Look at that. Now you got volume.
Secretly trying to make me just be quiet.
I think it's the same thing with Jason. He got on his phone and blasted my ears. Yeah, his volume's way down too. There we go. All right, you guys are normalized.
We're not. I know I'm not normal, but you know.
Well, yeah. I'm going now. I'm sitting there, not even paying attention to what I'm doing.
Now you're speeding.
No, not speeding. I was only
Okay.
doing 9 miles an hour in a 15 mile. That track speed is 15, but in and around the Edgewood yard it's 10. But
Okay,
it's
man. I'm sorry to give you another write up for the day.
just put no. There was no write up on this one. But you should have a open slot ready because I will do something. All right, I need to throw. Where am I at? There we go. I got it turned around. Throw that switch, and then I need to grab all these PRI. I think they're all ready to go. Look at that. There you go. MON. We got cars already here. The first one up is going to FEC. I think these are all ready to go. Let's take a look. Go Tagger. Yep, all these we're going to empty out. Was it Premier Beverage? We'll grab that. So I'm probably going to have another big. Sorry, I can't hang out longer, but I have a big wife chores to do. Oh yeah, got it. Happy wife, happy life, they say. Take care, Jerry. I'm glad you joined us, man. Come on, don't be a stranger. Get on the server. I know you want to come play. Don't make me ask your wife. Can Jerry come out and play? I will do it. There we go. Get down below 5. All right, nice touch. All right, go and get on the ground here, and these should all be connected. Go partial. End of train. That is closed. Let's walk back up to the front. We'll do just for the stream. Normally I would just hit the F7 cheat button and make sure it's all aired up. I can hear the compressor on the locomotive from all the way back here. I'm just doing visual inspections, looking at the angle cock connection. Okay, we're good. Everything's open. All right, CFM. Ooh, that went down to 20 already. Here we go. Let's go full open. All right. Why do I ride on the end of the train? Because I can't stand the alerter. All right, handbrakes released. So Ken, I hope that that beginning part talking about Discord will help people get to your SRS.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think you explained that a little bit better. I think people will have a little bit easier time getting over there.
yeah, it's no, not like every 30 seconds, mother. It's I could do it, but yeah, or shorter based upon speed. It's annoying after a while. And somebody did ask, I think last stream is, can you turn that off? No, you can't. Because yeah, in real life you can't turn it off either. I'm not going to worry about that switch because this is nothing. There's no road trains that come back here. It's all me on this local unit. That one's still being worked. Nothing has come in for that one yet. What's next? Let's go look. Wait for the switch. There it is. All right. So Southern Packaging. Southern Packaging. We got 3 here. We'll grab those. And then we can back up and grab AB Distributors, Southern Gas Chemicals, and CNBO. So this one, these 4, and these 3. And then
Hey,
probably.
Kurt, did you hear me a little bit ago about the train that's sitting out here at Crawford?
Oh no, I didn't. No.
It's got an NS lead unit on it, but it says none. And then, well, for me, it's got a San Joaquin logo on the second, but it's all a bunch of none cars sitting in the dead siding though.
Excuse
Dead
me.
end siding.
Excuse me while I twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Delete it. Okay.
Delete it. All right.
Yeah, delete it.
It left the system.
There it
It went
is.
by.
There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
All right. I mean,
It's all done in place.
yeah. Yeah. It's let's have a moment of silence. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
The other option you could have done is just tag it and let it go off map, and that way it's out of our hair that way, and it gives a little bit extra eye
Yeah.
candy. But yeah, just it's left over from when they were building the map. So
Yeah, that one, it would have just really wouldn't have been much eye candy for anybody unless you were coming down the Fitzgerald area.
right,
And then it would still wouldn't have been, it would just been a very short.
and that was sitting in the siding, right?
Yeah, it was sitting in the
Yeah,
siding. That's the dead end siding of that.
gotcha. So at least
Here's,
now that means that that siding can be, if someone's taking a road train, they can pull into it. So it's a good thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Or if we get 2 pieces of eye candy out here now, Otto has a spot to put one
True.
the other one beats.
True. See, that's why Otto drinks, because of the all the nun trains.
Yeah, yeah.
I know that's why I drink, because of the nun trains. All right, we're gonna slow ahead. I got this down. We're gonna let this kind of slow down naturally. Well, this was pretty long. We're gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna try to. We'll get all these cars. We'll pick up all these. Try to thin out the pickup list, and then we'll do some deliveries. See what we have left. All right. A little bit of automatic brake, slowing the train down. Not using the independent brake to do that. We want to imply the independent brake would just be the lead locomotive or the one locomotive. That's an awful lot of pressure to put on a set of brakes. So we use the auto brake, which uses all the cars to stop the train. All right. Go in reverse, release the automatic. And this is, I have a feeling the cars I need to pick up are probably buried.
Probably.
Probably.
It's usually the way.
Oh, yep.
This is the way.
Mm-hmm.
What's that from?
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Well, wait, what? Jinx, you owe me a
The
Coke.
Mandal
The
the
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the Disney Channel stuff. I don't watch that. Although Mandalorian was a good series, but yeah, I just Disney's broken.
Everything's broken.
Yeah. That that ain't. I'm gonna get a little political, but you're not right. In this country, everything and everything everywhere is broken. You know, just I don't know. We never used to be like that as a country. All right, I'm off that soapbox.
Okay, get off that soapbox.
I'm getting off that soapbox.
Okay.
Yeah. See, you guys, y'all watching my stream need to come hang out with us, man. We have fun. Unless you have something to do like Briscoe, which is rebuild a church. Good on him.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to get on the ground, and I'm going to run back. And flip that switch. Yes, it is. They're buried. I need to... One car hasn't turned. Everything else has turned. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, it's just not right on the set of dots that you need to have it in so that it turns.
Oh, it did. It is on the dots.
Oh.
See, there's a dot right there, and there's a dot right there, and there's a dot right there. So it's on the dots. It just was like last one was buried, and I thought I got them all, and yeah, if I had gotten it with the rest, then it would have turned with these here. But that's all right. That leaves one behind.
Well,
Then,
sometimes that happens. It
yeah.
doesn't release all the cards at the same time.
Which then, adds to the question. Let me go ahead and get some auto brakes on. Try to slow this down below 5 before they connect. And I'm below 5. No ride up. Well, I'm
No
way
right
below.
up?
Okay. I'm way below 5. I came almost to a stop. Here we go.
Okay.
Don't want to knock the rust off the
brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that what
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave this. What do you guys think I should do? Do I want to... so what are you doing today? What am I doing today, Diana? I'm actually working the J&SW plant, or industrial park. I'm doing my pickups right now, which brings to the question on this one here, do I want to pull these all out and set them here and then put this back, or do I just want to pull this out? The more efficient one, I just answered my own question. More efficient way would be pull them all out, set my pickups on this track, and then push this back in, then back up, grab my pickups, and go. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, that's open. We're going to go connect, go partial. Connected and open. Oops. Connected and open. I'm going to run down to the bottom down here. That is closed. My CFM is already down below 70 where I like it. Go full open, and let's go ahead and pull this forward. That's a deep hole. Yeah, well. Yeah, poor Diana, man. She ended up I hit the wrong button yesterday when I was setting up for today's stream, and she jumped in and said, hello. I'm like, sorry, I'm not, not streaming today. I hit the wrong button. Let's go 2 notches here. I forgot to release the brake, because that's one thing in Switch 2. These MP15s can drag a car when the brake's on. They can drag an entire train when the brake's on. They're good. Good little engines. They just need to fix the slow speed on them. All right, let's go ahead and come off the throttle.
I think in the document it doesn't say the slow speed is set up for, like, it's different because it's set up for the hump off, like used for humping.
There is a switch in there you can turn on humping. All right, one car to
Oh.
go. I'm laughing. Mother Slug, man, just quoted Tombstone. Why, John and Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave. I'm your Huckleberry. One of Val Kilmer's, may he rest in peace. One of his better movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and other than being Iceman and.
In both movies, I mean, because I mean, I give him credit. Fighting
Yeah.
cancer, he still showed up and played Iceman as an admiral, but he played Iceman in the second Maverick movie, or the the
Yeah.
Maverick. So, but
That was actually something that Tom wanted. Actually, he wanted him to be in it.
yeah, I'll tell you, one of my favorite movie with Val Kilmer, and he's just a kid, real genius.
Yes.
Real
Great movie.
Oh, it is a great movie. That's your typical
That's a
80s
cla- that's, yeah,
80s movies, but yeah, it's a classic.
that's one of the best non-Brat Pack movies you could watch.
Yeah.
'Cause it's him and who else is in that?
Um, that's just it. I mean, the guy that plays Jerry Hathaway, he's done some other movies and stuff. Let me take my throttle off here. It'll push against those brakes, but I'm good enough here. All right, we're gonna close this one, open the coupler. Let's pull forward. The actual star of the movie, I don't know if you could say, I don't even think that um, Val Kilmer was supposed to be the star of the movie, but he made the movie.
Yeah.
And there was a young kid that was like the Sheldon Cooper prodigy type. He was
Right.
supposed to be the star. And then the girl that ended up being his love interest, which then she was college age student making out with a 15-year-old. Let's not talk about the legal implications of that. But yeah, I
That's
can't.
all young boys' dreams, to have an older woman.
Yeah,
With
well, calm down, Ken. Calm down. Um, but no, I forgot what she did. Cause I ended up looking her up. She did that movie, and then there was another big movie that she did in that era, but I don't think she's done anything since. But I mean, other than Val Kilmer, I mean, most everybody in that movie were kind of unknowns when that movie was made.
yeah.
That's kind of like, was it Silverado? I had never ever heard of Scott Glenn or, um, oh God, I can't think of the names now. Danny Glover, Scott Glenn. Um, what's his name? I can see him, but I can't think of his name now. Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
And there was one other one. But those guys turned out to be like really huge actors. It was a movie that came out about the same time, which is actually a very good Western movie. But
Oh yeah, William Atherton was in there. He's pretty well known. He was in Die Hard and Die Hard 2.
oh yeah.
And
So, but those four guys were like,
Ghostbusters, he was Walter Peck, so everybody knows him from Ghostbusters.
right. But those four guys, which were the main four guys, I had never heard of those guys. And it was funny that they became some of my favorite actors. And Scott Glenn, no, God, I can't think of his name, but he was in the movie The Fish Called Wanda, and his character was hilarious. I can't think of his name now. I just drew a blank. Thank you, COVID. Thank you, concussion. Boy, life hit. Uh-oh. Gotta play the game we never got to finish, and this time it's legal? Alright, so we can grab these guys and go. I'm going to go pick up some other cars. So I'm technically coming back here to run 8. I'm on the A line. This is part of the A line. So if you just need the base game and Waycross, which gives you Waycross and A line, you'll get this area. It's not an add-on like in the Southern California area, a small area, like an industrial park like this. Might be something like Trona or Pine, whatever it was. I can't think. This, I mean, A-line. This, I mean, it's a very rich DLC. All right, let's go neutral. Independent brake goes on to hold the train. We'll go ahead and connect. Let's go partial on the locomotive side. And it's going to come right back down. We're good. We can go full open. All right. Release the handbrakes. And now we're going to go to the locomotive. Actually, before I do that, get inside the cab. So I guess this switch right here that you're talking about, Ken, if you're looking at the stream, for hump control, you can flip on the hump controller here, which sets the slow speed.
Right.
You can see it actually is setting the slow speed. Maybe that's what you were talking about. Maybe I understand now. What if I do it over here? Oh, it does turn that switch on and off. Okay. And I can increase, decrease. Huh, interesting. It's cussing me out. Maybe that's why. Maybe it is fixed and I'm just complaining. I'll go with that. That's my usual nature anyway. All right. Let's walk in front of a locomotive because, you know, let's not do it the way you're supposed to do it and climb over it. All right, forward and handbrakes released. Got a little bit of weight behind me. I'll go to notch 2. And we come down off of this lead into the upper Edgewood yard, so I'm just going to go right about 9.9. There we go. Rail drivers indicating track speed. I can even bring up the track HUD and it says train track speed is 15. Don't ever go by that. I mean, well, you can, and it's okay. But we do operate, like I said, we're casual, but we operate kind of realistic. So it's 10 miles an hour in a yard. If you're going into the shop, any kind of a shop area, it's 5 miles an hour. But the bottom line is, it's railroading. Hurry up and wait. That's it. You don't do anything fast in railroading. If you don't have the patience, maybe this is not the game for you. Aziz, Light. Oh, Armageddon. No, not Armageddon. What am I talking about? Fifth Element. The other Bruce Willis movie. I actually enjoyed that one too. That's the movie that caused Bruce Willis and Demi Moore to get a divorce. Did you guys know that?
I did not.
Yeah, you know why?
No.
Demi Moore walked into Bruce Willis's trailer and caught him making out with Lilo or whatever, Johovich or whatever her name is.
Oh.
Yeah, and they were not practicing the scene.
Oh. Well.
So, and in that time frame, she was actually one of my favorite actresses as well too. Demi Moore, I liked her. I'm like, Bruce, you were stupid. But then again, he's an actor. What do you expect?
Yeah.
All right, give us another one, Mother. Give us another one. God, maybe that was a movie reference. Got to play a game we never got to finish, and this time it's legal. I don't know. I don't know. All right, and then auto brake up. Bring this train to a stop. Flip the switch, and we got a couple here to pick up. So we just got this one, did our moves down here. I've got cars here, here, and here that need to be picked up. So we go back into here. Yeah, I got 3 to pick up at AB Distributors. Let's see. Southern Gas and Chemicals down here. There's Senvo right there. I've got 4 to pick up at Senvo and 3 to pick up. So 3, 7, 10 cars. And then we're going to go down. That'll be enough. We're going to go down and we're going to have to pull up, back down, and we'll go through the Edgewood yard. Probably here on EO9. Drop those. And then I may come back. I think I saw, yeah, I got 3 Coastal Films of Florida right there. That'll need to be picked up. And I think I saw, 3 at AGM, which is right there. They're right next to each other. Adcom wire. What am I missing? Oh, Adcom wire. I can grab those on the way into the yard as well too. So I can grab this one, and this one. So we'll grab those pickups after we drop these in the lower yard. So that'll be the move. All right, let's come off the automatic brake, get into reverse. Give me a notch. We'll ride this car. So 7 Idea Productions. Did you guys watch that video? It was actually really good. They're using an old Baldwin. I mean, the steam locomotive is 103 years old, I think is what they said. And I think it was a 262 or 264. I can't remember. But it was an old steam, and it's up there in, I think they said Oregon, and they use it for training purposes in this little it's like a little regional railroad up there, and they use it they use it for excursions is what they use it for. But they also, if they get a new engineer, they use it to teach the engineer how to operate a train and what it was like to operate a train back in the day. And it gives them a better appreciation, and they're finding out that these guys, they get better engineers by, you're going to appreciate what it means to be in a diesel locomotive, because here's how you have to run a steam. Plus, it gives them an engineer, hey, we need you to run the excursion on the weekend. But that little locomotive was actually pulling some cars and pushing some cars. It was actually pretty impressive.
Nice.
Yeah. John's Rock Pit. that one. I think I worked that one the other day. That might be AB Distributors right up here. All right, let me get the map out of my way, Siri, because I know what I'm doing again here. Like, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's all right. Except you know your own future. Oh, except you know your own future, which means you can change it if you want to. Why am I thinking that's a Matrix thing? I had to look. I had to get caught up on the chat here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Movie quote. Except you know your own future, which means you can change it if you want to. Oh, yeah. Everybody just went, Anybody out there in the chat world know the answer to that one? He says nope, but it's close.
Minority Report.
Minority Report?
Yeah, could be.
I thought about that movie. Forgot all about it. That was a very interesting Tom Cruise movie. Yeah, 2002 Minority Report. Good job, Devin. I'm looking at, can't tell. That looks like it might be reversed. It is. I need to go get on the ground, run faster than Forrest Gump. All right. Something you should never do, run down the gauge.
Oh, why not?
Oh, I have nothing for US Inc. Interesting. All right, these look like, yeah, they're all done. All turned. And there's an FEC car here for you. I'm kind of watching this car here. Get between right here, and I'm going to start hitting the brakes on it. Just come off the throttle. The problem with real life is there's no danger music playing. Imagine if that was a thing. I would have heard danger music before somebody hit me when I was on my bike.
Right?
Would have been a clue. Yeah, it would have been a clue. All right, I'm coming in a little bit too slow, but that's all right. Give it a little more throttle. And we'll set slow speed at 4.5. So, okay, movie. Come on, Devin. What's that one? The problem with real life is there's no danger music playing. My issue on these movie quotes is I don't watch anything that's new. Because there's really nothing good about any of the stuff that's coming out nowadays.
I'm pretty excited that Accountant 2 came out.
You know what? I was just about to watch The Accountant the other day. Is that any good?
Oh, it's awesome.
Is it?
One of his best movies ever.
Really? Okay, I'll give it a watch
Yes.
today. I will give it a watch today. So I started to
Yes.
watch. Here's what I'm finding is that spend a lot of time watching stuff on YouTube, and I think I've trained myself if it's not done within like just a few minutes, I don't want to watch it, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love The Accountant. I'll sit there and rewatch that movie over and over again, even though I know everything that's gonna happen. I'm like,
Oh,
oh my god.
quote was 1996 Cable Guy. I watched that once. So, and the problem is with that is that I am not, except for Liar Liar, I'm not a Jim Carrey fan. Let me come off the handbrakes. There we go. All right. Next set is going to be Southern Gas and Chemical, and then Senvo, and that should be enough on this train. We're going to head for Lower Edgewood Yard, and then we'll go grab the other ones. What's my train stat here? 800 feet. Yeah, I'm not going to pick up them. Well, I could pick up the ones that I already have. I might do that. I have some outbounds in the upper yard. I can go grab them. If I'm going to the Edgewood Yard, go down there and drop one set, split the train, go drop the other, and that kind of stuff. But I'll get that Lower Edgewood Yard filled already. I can see it. There'll be more cars for you, Devin.
Fun.
Devin's like,
Yeah.
yay.
As long as they're outbound.
Yeah.
These are all
That's
out.
more cars for me then.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you hadn't been on for a few days, and throughout the week, we ended up filling up the receiving yard. Poor Jason comes on and goes, "Oh God," that was hilarious. Just, "Oh God." So lots of work to do, and we're actually. So I mean, I run the depot configs, and then I had grabbed the file. Um, I call it overpopulated. They say very populated southeast, but I call it the overpopulated because it is way overpopulated with cars. Um, but yeah, we finally got most of that stuff cleared out, I think, and we're in a good position to where we're actually starting to spawn trains. Um, so we're in a good spot. All right. What's my train stats? Oh, that's track. I want train stats. Wrong button. 2.8 horsepower per ton, 537 tons, no loads, 13 empties, 883 feet. And growing. All right, which one? I got 2 tracks here for Southern Gas and Chemical. Which one? I think I only have 1 track. Okay, perfect. I pulled the other one the other day. Let me get on the ground, run to that switch. Hmm. All right, come in a little bit faster than normal. Get down below 5. A little bit of auto brake. Just a touch. Quick on, quick off. Feather some throttle in there. Half a car. Yeah, just about 10 feet. And that'll do. Independent brake to hold the train. Neutral on the throttle. Honk the horn once, so that way I know I've come to a stop. And we'll do connection. We'll go partial. Connection. Now, typically, I know the server stayed up, but typically the only time that you see these will disconnect if you're running a server. That's closed. And come back, you'll find that's a good indication that the server at some time may have been reset or something along those lines. CFM filled up real quick. Okay, we're good. Go full open. Forward off the independent. And we're going to go forward. Boom. There we go. Just give me one notch. Everything's stretched out. There we go. 2 notches. We're getting heavy. Southern Gas and Chemical. Next is Senvo, and which it will. Okay, so we have Carroll Tire, that's somewhere else. Senvo, 4 for Senvo. Coastal Foam, that's somewhere else. So, yeah, we got some moves to make down on the southern part. I don't know if we're going to have time. We'll see how it goes. And Senvo's over here. Switch is lined up to go into those cars. One, two, three, four. Okay. Let's give me another notch here. How about if we come off the handbrakes? That's why. That's strong. Don't shut up. That's not a right. That's not a write up. Huh?
Well, but we're going to have you talk with the maintenance people about burning up brakes.
Well, I just will,
And
I'll go ahead and send the car to the shop. Let you guys worry about it.
okay.
Jason's like, no. All right, I gotta go back and get caught up on chat here. All right, clear them little bottles off, and when I get off the phone here, call up Hyman and tell him I want it wall to wall with John Daniels. Okay, quote, 2 same movie. Okay, 2 same movie. There are 2 kinds of people in this world: those who stand up and face the music, and those who run for cover. Cover is better. Oh, I don't know either of those quotes. So, 2 notches. All right, I'm over 1,000 feet now for you, Devin. It's a 30-year-old movie.
Came out in 1992.
You know what it is? What's
I
the
think somebody Googled.
Oh.
Oh.
No? No?
No.
No.
What's the name of the movie?
He's not going to give it to us now.
No, he's not. Yeah, a little bit heavy on the hand, but I usually do about emergency about 10 pounds. Nice little 10-pound reduction. That's all it takes to bring the train to a stop. Scent of a Woman. You know what? I've never seen that movie.
I think the last time I watched it was 30 years ago when it came out.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
It's not a bad movie.
It was oh, I can't think. I can see him. I mean, Great movie. I mean, I know I like the. Actually, did I flip this switch down here? Was I dumb and forget to switch? Watching the thing, watching chat. No, I did switch. Look at it, I did do it. Sometimes I just do things and I don't even think about it. All right. Being a little more conservative with my speed since I'm getting so long and heavy on this train. It'll take more to stop it. All right, off the throttle. Slight application. Down below 3, we're doing good. Okay. Bail off. All right, that'll do. All right, apply the independent brake to hold the train. Go to neutral. Wash, rinse, repeat. Connect, partial. Good. Good. Closed. Okay. Back down here. Full open. All right. Forward. Now we're going to head for the upper yard. Yes, I did release the handbrakes. Put your pen down, Ken.
Oh, I got it ready right here.
Okay.
I'm watching.
All right.
Yes.
So I think we are going to go, and we're going to go to the upper yard here and grab the outbounds that I've got sitting there out of this and go take them all down to the lower yard. I think by the time we're done, we'll have like 2 tracks filled, maybe 2.5. All right. No slow speed, but I am heavy. Let's go ahead and get a second notch in there. $1,300 feet, Devin. Then it goes from goes to Devin. Then it goes to Jason. So we use the help. Come help us out. Join the server. If you're just joining me on the live stream, watch the beginning of it. And I did talk about how to get to the server through Discord. Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier. I may have to make a separate little video on that again, just to talk about. Maybe do a short, something like that, so people can find the channels. Make it easy to how to set up Discord, especially if you're not used to it. I have to admit, I am amazed. It's not making fun of anybody. I'm just amazed that there's like quite a few people out there that have never used Discord, and I just take it for granted that everybody uses Discord. It's either everybody uses Discord or everybody uses TeamSpeak. But then I get a lot of people who watch my videos and they go, I want to complain on the server. I'm just nervous about it. Don't be nervous. Take this quarter, go downtown, and have a rat nod that thing off your face. Good day to you, madam.
I know that one.
Oh, what's that one?
It's Uncle Buck.
I don't
John
think.
Candy.
Yeah, John Candy. I've never seen that one either. Let's go slow speed on this. Actually, turn slow speed off. Come off the notch. Slow this down below 10 because I'm coming into the yard. Alright, set 9.9. Uncle, 1989, Uncle Buck. I do like John Candy. You know who I did not like? Part of the original Saturday Night Live cast. And I thought his comedies were just very, very basic. But he had a movie, The Razor's Edge, that I watched it because it was Bill Murray, and I'm like, I wanted to watch Bill Murray. And I thought it was going to be a comedy. It's not a comedy, and it honestly it changed my complete opinion of Bill Murray because he was fantastic in that movie. So that from that point on, all of a sudden, it's like his comedy, like Meatballs and stuff like that. Man, I love him. Now I love him. And I
Yeah,
think
he's kind of an underrated actor. I mean,
he really
everybody kind of
he really is. You know, and he's not above doing like little
I
odd.
loved him. I loved his cameo in what is that? The zombie
I was going to
movie.
say the zombie movie. I can't think of it.
Gosh dang it!
With Woody
Escapes
Harrelson.
me.
Woody Harrelson was in it, and they break into his house and they end up killing him. And he wasn't the
Yeah,
zombie. He had himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
yeah, Zombieland.
Yeah, and he was a huge for the longest time. I don't know if he still does it, but during the what became the AT&T Open down there in Monterey, he used
Oh
to be,
yeah, he
yeah,
talks a lot.
yeah, he used to, yeah.
He
So
used to make his way up to St. Paul quite a bit because he was part owner of the Saints,
yeah,
the
oh
minor
yeah,
league team here.
oh okay. What's up, Hank? How you doing, Mr. Handkerchief? Hanging out, lurking. Lurking is okay.
Oftentimes we had two of the Ghostbusters in Minnesota because Ernie Hudson married a woman out of Burnsville, Minnesota, which is just down the road from me. So,
Oh wow.
Oh,
yep.
I'll tell you, man, which was heartbreaking. The original Saturday Night Live crew, Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi,
yeah.
the Blues Brothers.
Hmm.
The Blues Brothers movie was hilarious, and there's a great blues album out that they put out, and that's honestly enough. I love blues music, different types, different styles of blues and like that, and even some of some of the '80s hair metal bands were blues based. But yeah, they were honestly they were very good. It's too bad that he had to waste his life the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
But John Candy too, man. All he had to do was drop some weight.
Yep.
Yeah, and the same thing with was it Chris Farley?
Chris
Chris
Farley.
Farley, yeah.
Chris Farley was hilarious. Hank, you gonna come play with us someday? Larry Bird doesn't do as much ball handling in one night as you do in an hour. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have no idea. I just John was a big drinker too. What's up, Dayton? How you doing? So yeah, he was a party animal. That original Saturday Night. I think that's what kind of ruined it when the original Saturday Night Live cast kind of disappeared, and then Gilda Radner passing away due to cancer. That broke her husband, which was Gene Wilder, and then he quit doing stuff. All right, that was set. So I'm going to come back and pick up these outbounds here, and we'll push back down into the lower yard. So this is what I'm planning on doing. I'm just grabbing some outbounds off of here. Going to pull back up and then push down and then pull in. We'll go through the E09 and then we'll probably end up cutting some cars and push back into the E08. And then we'll go grab whatever we have over here, depending on how much time I have remaining, which is like about 20 minutes. So it'll be close. SP Bob, what are you doing? How you doing, buddy? How are things up there north of me? What's the movie? Well, you're my friend too, Mother Slug. You're hanging out in here. So I'm asking you. No, actually, Larry Bird doesn't do as much ball handling in one night as you do in an hour. What movie?
It's filmed in my local area.
Well, the only one that was filmed in your local area was what's the other one?
No, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was too.
Oh, okay.
That and Unstoppable.
Unstoppable is the movie I was thinking of. Was filmed in your local area.
That's why I can't watch it.
Ah.
It's the same panning shot of the train in the same location the whole movie. When I saw it, I couldn't unsee it.
It's kind of like the what was it? Raiders, not Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was the third Indiana Jones movie with Sean Connery. A lot of those scenes, the outdoor scenes, like the motorcycle chase scenes, are places that I used to go hiking as a kid, all the time. I'm like, I know exactly where they're at. Well, and then George Lucas, his Industrial Light and Magic was right there where I grew up. Let's go partial. Yep, you're open. Open. I'm looking at the angle cock. Oh, that one is open. Look partial there. All right, who's drinking? I hear hiccups.
No, just a hiccup.
Oh, okay. Hey, you said 1987. That was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Devin did good. All right, let's go pull these out and do what we said we're going to do. So I'm going to go forward. Pull, go ahead and release the handbrakes. By the way, Hank, you know this, the Pittsburgh server is still up. You can come play on the Pittsburgh server. I know that was one of your favorites. So servers we run, we got, well, first of all, I don't run it, is Mike and Ken who's in here with me right now. That's the Southwest Rail Simulations. That's obviously Southwest. So all you need is the base game Barstow. Or any Barstow and anything for in the Southwest, you can join that server. Lots to do over there. A lot of work needs to be done over there. And then every other server is hosted over here, NorCal, Pittsburgh, Selkirk. Which, yeah, I got asked the other day, why was I back here? I need to go to Selkirk. I haven't been on Selkirk in a long time. Selkirk and Mohawk. Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? I used to live in Minden. I know Gardnerville very well. You guys have the Starbucks roasting plant. You're like right over there. My daughter used to live in Sparks, and one of the guys that usually hangs out with us here, he's not here today. I think he's working. Is thinking about moving to Sparks because I think that's where his mom is. Okay, I'm going to. So if that's the case, I'm gonna come off of slow speed too. Tyler, if you've got Run8 and if you have the Roseville DLC, you can come help work at the Sparks yard because that goes from Roseville, California to Sparks, Nevada. Goes over the mountains. 6 locals in Sparks, 4 in Roseville. So it's a great. I think Roseville is really underappreciated. Everything is all really underappreciated, but for someone who's just starting out, I do recommend the base game and Roseville. Roseville can be you still get the classification yard, but it can be easier to work those work locals and stuff than it would be on the base game. That gets a little confusing. And that's what I'm finding. And I'm saying that based on people that are reaching out to me, that they get a little confused. Dayton, how you doing? I am using a rail driver. I yeah, I went like a year playing this off a keyboard. Very easy to do. It just you just have to learn the key commands, and to find the key commands, that's easy to do. Just go keyboard, and you can click on whatever it is you want to do. But primarily, it was like the insert and delete key, the home and the end key were primarily where I lived. The rail driver was something that, I looked at it. I watched a lot of YouTube reviews on it. I'm going to go into a second notch here. And you got to be careful doing that because there's some people that had kind of some very negative reviews on the rail driver. And I didn't really want to get one because of some of those reviews. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It made Run8. You can use it in trains. I think didn't someone just told me that they just added rail driver support to Derail Valley. And then I'd like to see rail driver support added to Railroader as well. So there's a lot of support out there. Trains, I set it up for trains, but it's a challenge. I'm not even going to talk about that. I did get it to work, but it is a challenge to do. Oh, I better get off of here and go flip that switch. Either that, I could just run over and consider it spring-loaded.
And you're like, the minute you would do that, it would.
I would pick.
Derail.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown on this because I'm watching right in the back train here, watching for other switches. I don't believe I'm going to get into the pass through between Moncrief and Duval. There are any seat belts in these. No locomotives don't carry belts. You hold your end. Ha! There are any seat belts in these. No locomotives don't carry belts. You hold your end. Huh. Oh, that's a movie quote or a realism of that fact, but yeah, you're right. Unless it's unstoppable. One of my earlier videos, I had gotten the rail driver and I did a review of it. The biggest thing I have against the rail driver honestly, it's the stickers. They have some very cheap paper stickers, and within the first day of using it, I wore those stickers out. It's a movie quote, guys. There are It goes, there are any seat belts in these? No, locomotives don't carry belts to hold you in. I don't know. Yeah, everybody just went. 2 people just went.
Yeah, and that would be a third. I don't
know. Okay, 3 people went. Devin's the only one who's not saying anything.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Was it paranormal? It's an overlooked movie. Might be. Oh. 1987, End of the Line, starring Kevin Bacon. I've never heard of that one. I like Kevin Bacon too. I think a lot of his stuff is. I think he's underrated as an actor. You know, I mean, it's like I like him as an actor, and there's actually one movie. I'm not into these like dance movies, like Dirty Dancing, like that, but I have to admit, Footloose was entertaining. About two railroaders. I'm still trying to find Emperor of the North without having to buy it. And I mean buy a DVD. That's what it's coming down to. Okay, they got 15, 10, 8, and we're clear of the switch. Putting on, I got 11 pounds on there to stop the train. Let's go down, hit the end of train button on the rail driver. All right, I'm going to set this switch. I'll pull forward, and then I do, this one's already reversed. And I'm reversing into this first one here. So, all right, we're going to, let's go ahead, go forward. I'm going to start letting this thing pull, or...
Holly Hunter was in that too. The End of the Line
Uh-oh. Somebody, Googled.
Well, he gave us the title of the movie, so I just went to go look see who was.
Holly Hunter was in it? Interesting.
Yeah, Holly Hunter. You can watch it on Plex.
Okay.
For free with ads.
Right.
Rent it from Prime for $4.
I have Prime. Maybe it might be free.
Might be.
Yeah. All right, I do need.
Otherwise, it just says search Amazon. So.
Yeah, I need to flip that switch while I'm standing in the gauge. Yeah, that's always a good thing to do. Let's set that so that way I go in. All right, I'm gonna go engineer view. Get on the ground because I can't stand the alerter going off. I mean, I'll do it if I drive a road train, but when I'm switching and stuff, yeah, I don't want to hear the alerter. Populate, add com wire. Okay. All right, let's count these down. Slow speed, slightly over 10 miles an hour, but I'm okay. Anything within 1 to 2 miles over the speed limit, you're okay. Nobody's going to say anything. Yes, Ken, I mean you. Don't say nothing.
What?
Huh? What? Huh?
You?
Huh?
What? What'd you say? Me? Me say something?
Nah. You know, I mean, I'm the other Ken.
Can't believe you would think that I would say something like that.
Yeah, I would. But that's just me. Yeah, we do pick on each other here. So if you like the camaraderie, you're looking for something like this, you're looking for a casual place to play, come play, man. That's... Oh, I'm like, what is that sitting on the track? But I just realized. Secret Agent Spy Scope. If I can speak. Alright, I want to look at the map because that's AdCom. That one needs to come out. But I need to make sure I go I go kind of straight through. I'm going to run out. Oh, I can bring this to a stop. There we go. Come off the throttle. I might have to push back. Let's go end of train. Yeah, I can push back a little bit, not a lot. Maybe a few feet. Let's go in reverse. Come off the throttle. And that'll do. Run down here. Yeah, it's close, but I think it's good enough. Alright, we're going to go ahead and close that. Let's set a few handbrakes. Alright, more than plenty, but that's good enough. Alright, let's push back, come off the automatic. Open the coupler. Angle cock's closed, double checking that, because I always forget about that. Alright, we are going to go ahead and throw that switch. So go down there. EO8. Alright, come off the throttle. And automatic. Application and on reverse, come off the automatic and give me a notch. There we go. We're going to start pushing back. Slow speed off.
Auto's gonna make me wait.
Oh, has he got you waiting? Did you tone him more than once?
Oh,
Nope, didn't talk to him
you're
at
out
all.
of the intermodal around him.
Oh.
Come out of Duval here because I'm down, pointed towards Baldwin.
Yeah, we gotta get some more trains down there to Well, we gotta get some auto racks to Moncrief for TDSI. And we gotta get some stuff down to Baldwin. That way Mike comes on and he can go, huh. Alright, come off the throttle, turn off slow speed. Put an application on, start slowing it down. Release it. And 10 pounds, let's get on the ground. Be a little close, but I think we're okay. Alright, let's go down here to this end. Alright, we're going to close that. Set some more handbrakes. There we go. Alright. Actually, I can't pull. I gotta go in reverse. Release the so I can release the pin. That would help first. I really like the compressor sound on these MP15s.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go slow speed on. Because when we come back, I'm going to go into EO7. Because I'll be pulling a lot of stuff out. So we'll grab these cars first. They're right here. Run down the gauge. Yeah, I know. That's a write-up.
Multiple write-ups.
Right? Now, based off that discussion that I had with, about I will say, not really a friend, but an acquaintance who she was a driver and then went to work for a railroad and was under probation, and she didn't last long. And based off a discussion, I think that's what she did. She was in a yard and walked right down the middle of a gauge. Little independent. Since I don't have any cars, I'm just using independent brake. Feathering it, came in, connection, independent to hold it. Alright, neutral. And what do I do here? Go connection, go partial. That's closed. CFM came right back down. Yeah, they're both open. Go full open. Alright. Let's reverse out of here. And while I'm doing reversing moves and stuff, I want to flip that switch as I stand in the gauge. Another right up.
Peace.
Yeah. Well, it's because I hate the spot.
We're gonna have to have a discussion after this session.
I do it because I hate the spotted owl. I'm just trying to kill trees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, let's go
Gotta have
ahead.
goals. Everybody's gotta have goals.
Exactly. Got to have a goal. Yep. All right. Next, let's see. Let's take a look at AGM straightforward, Coastal Film straightforward. America, that's gonna be. I can't have any cars with me, so. And then, oh John, oh my God, I just left John the other side of the yard. John's Mansville just turned, so I can grab Coastal Films of Florida and AGM. And Carroll Tile Company's up there on the off of the upper yard. So okay. So we're gonna go straight. I want to make sure that is. No, I know what that goes. Never mind. That goes down to Jack Becker and America Rubber Tile side. Yeah, I want to go straight here. And that goes to Insteel Wire Production, so I don't want to do that. I want to go straight through. Okay, we're set. Let's go ride a car. Slow speed. Slow speed on, 10 miles. All right, perfect. Coastal Films of Florida. Kind of want to look that one up and see what they actually, why they get box cars and stuff. I'm thinking movies, but maybe it's a different type of film.
Yeah. Could be plastic wrap or something.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Plastic Fabrication Company.
Is that what it is?
Found it.
You found it?
Yep.
That was quick.
They do custom sheeting, shrink bundling film, tubing, can liners, wicket baskets, and custom products.
That explains why it gets pellet hoppers.
Yeah.
All right, we'll pull them. We'll go get AGM. Bring that into EO7, and I think that will be the end of the stream because I think I'm already over 2 hours. I am.
Wow, how time flies.
Yeah. All right, let's go get caught up on that. Okay, good high noon Saturday afternoon. Sorry, I was watching NASCAR live on YouTube. You know what? I saw that. Like Max, I think it was Max or Hulu was going to stream that, and I was like, ooh, I kind of want to watch that. Let's see. Second quote, same movie, let's rock and roll, baby. Oh, I gotta get on the ground here. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Why should I pay attention?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's go ahead and apply some of that. Hey, you're welcome, Douglas. Thanks for hanging out here with us. I came to a quick stop on that one. I got some work to do yet. Not ready to leave. Gotta pick up these cars here and then back there on AGM, and then we'll go get these into the lower Edgewood yard. Talladega's tomorrow? Maybe that's what I'll watch. Qualifying. There's always good wrecks at Talladega. When I was really big into NASCAR, I always watched Talladega. That was my favorite race. That, and then I would go out when they come out to Infineon Raceway here in California. I've actually been to that race a couple times. All right. Neutral, independent brake to hold the train. All right, let's go. Connection, go partial. Open. Angle cock, everything's open and connected and closed. Okay. And CFMs are already down. Okay, that would be a clue too. Independent off. We are actually going to go into reverse. Since everything is on the lead in, release the handbrakes. Alright, we'll pull past this switch. We got 3 at AGM. I'm thinking next week I will be on Selkirk.
Yeah, thinking that's what you're gonna do.
Somebody has to have a Ricky Bobby quote. Yep. That's a movie. You know what? That Will Ferrell. It's somebody I can't watch. I'm just not a fan of his movies. Not a fan of him either. All right, we're gonna push in. But I'm likely going to miss it on TV because I'm going to see an old friend to watch his play in Eastland, Texas tomorrow. All right. Hey, you're supporting a friend. That's more important. And if I would TiVo it or DVR it, do something so you can come back and watch it. Or maybe if you got one of the streaming services, you can watch it. They have it live, and then they might be able to do a replay. I don't know. There's got to be a solution to that. This is the only one of his I like. I can't stand the others. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know people find them funny. I just don't. And like that's the same thing with Jim Carrey. I mean, I liked him in Living Color. I thought he was hilarious in the Living Color series.
Or Marshall Bill.
Yeah. Oh God, Marshall Bill. Yeah. Well, the one that cracked me up was when he was doing the bodybuilder lady. That one cracked me up too. Oh yeah, no, he had a lot of funny characters on that, and I applaud him for his success. Don't get me wrong. And I think what really made him kind of cold for me, or cooled off, was the what's the animal one that he did? I can't think of the name of the movies now.
Oh, Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura. I just didn't like those. But I will.
My favorite movie from him always has been Mask, because that to me is more like his comedy style.
Well, I think with Ace Ventura, they just sort of let him go,
Yeah.
And another movie where I had a comedian like that, and they said just you do you, was Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah.
But he was playing a radio personality that was kind of the same venue. But like I said, Liar Liar, I really think was one of Jim Carrey's better movies. I really liked that one.
The thing about Robin Williams is he was like that in any movie. Like, he would kind of take over.
Yeah.
And they would be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, he would
do what you want to do,
You know what? I'll tell you where he really sucked. And I think he was holding himself back. If you've ever watched the series, it started in Great Britain, and then it came to the United States with the original British host, and then Drew Carey took it over, and then Aisha Tyler took it over, and that was Whose Line Is Anyway? Yeah. And there's an episode that has Robin Williams in there. And I think Robin Williams was even kind of surprised by like Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles. And I think what was the guy's name? I can't think of the other guy. There's another guy, but he was there was a thing where he actually kind of stepped back and looked at the guys, like he whatever it was. I can't remember exactly, but I just remember that he was himself, but he was caught by surprise at a couple of times. So, of course, I knew Robin, and his suicide was shocking. I never thought the guy. I mean, I thought the guy had it made. And I say I knew him, but it was not like he was my friend or anything. I just knew him because we were in high school at about the same time, but he was at a rival high school.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and I'll tell you the story. He came over to our side of the football during the football game. He came over our side, and even when he was in high school, you can imagine how obnoxious he was. And yeah, well, we didn't know. We had no idea how big this guy was going to get. And I think Mork and Mindy was kind of like almost right after he got out of high school. That was his first. That was his first thing. But yeah, he was over there and he was very obnoxious. And yeah, he got beat up. Yeah, but then again, our school wasn't the best school. I mean, our claim to fame on the high school I went to was designed by the same guy that built San Quentin Prison, and looked like it.
Oh. Well.
Right down to the institutional green paint. So, Sugar what? You mean to tell me his name is Sugar? You know what that reminds me of? It doesn't remind me of a movie. It reminds me of a TV series. First episode. God, I can see it. Burn Notice.
I remember that show.
Burn Notice. It actually was surprisingly really good, although I thought, what's her name? I just was kind of a train wreck. Fiona, the one that lady played Fiona. And it's interesting in the first episode, she has a Irish. I think she's of Irish descent, but she had an Irish accent. And then the second episode, the accent was gone.
Maybe her Irish accent wasn't all that great, and they're like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It is, yeah. But that guy, the main character, I just saw him in something recently. I can't remember what it was, but I'm like, oh man, I haven't seen this guy in a long time. So it's like after Burn Notice, he kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. Okay, let me get on the ground because I think I need to. That switch up here is reversed. I need to go. Yeah, I gotta set it back to normal, so I go into this yard. I'll just drop these cars on this one here. Yeah, I'll go through. I think we're already set on this end. Nope, we got one switch I need to flip. Flip that switch. We're coming out. All right, now we're gonna go. Yeah, this is dangerous too, but oh well. I kind of want to stop down the cars down at this end, so depending on which way I go, I can push cars in. And so let's go ahead and hit it. Yeah, 11 pound reduction, a little more than what I actually need. That's a little tight right there. Let's pull forward just a little bit. I mean, I can rub through that. Oh, I went the wrong way. I want to go the other reverse.
The other reverse.
The other reverse. There we go. All right. We got on the other side of the train. Set some handbrakes. Disconnect. Oh, somebody's toning up.
Yep. Not me. Not me.
I think Devin's probably trying to get something out, heading for Waycross. Yep, BO 7619. Okay.
It says yard switch crew, so it must be taking headroom or something.
All right, let's go ahead. Released. Angle cock's closed. Actually, I want to go in reverse. I was going to go forward again. I want to go in reverse. There we go. Since that's the front end of this. All right, well, that's it. We did nothing but a bunch of pickups today down here in the J&SW Industrial Park. Is that what it is? J&SW, or is it J&SW Industrial Park? I almost forgot there. And so, anyway, next week, I got to make myself a note. Right now, my plan for next week is I'm going to go visit the Mohawk and Selkirk server. I have not been on that in a long time. I know that cars have been dropped off a long time ago, but I don't think I mean, unless it's me, nobody else has worked the locals up there, so I might be doing another local again. Um, road trains, I need to do maybe some more road trains as well, because those I know are something that is popular. 2007, No Country for Old Men. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That was actually a surprisingly good movie. So I want to go ahead and set the handbrake on this. Go to isolation, stop, hold down the F11 key, go inside the locomotive, get my lights turned off, turn off all the switches, go back to ground. We are tied down and shut off, and I end up inside a car. Okay, awesome. So with that, Mother Slug, thank you very much for the trivia questions. I love it when you do that. Douglas, have a good one. And Hank, man, don't be a stranger. Come play with us, man. You know what? You need to get back into playing some Run 8. I know you're a busy, busy guy, but especially this time of year. But hey, come hang out. Santiago, enjoy NASCAR. Enjoy, and I hope you do catch the race tomorrow. Get some time in there. Jerry, hey, I'll catch you later, guys. And once again, also, you know what, guys, if you like the content, if you've just found my channel for the first time, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, do the like. My goal with the channel is to get Run 8 out there. I want more and more people learning Run 8. There's YouTube videos going out of train games to play in 2025. Run 8 wasn't even a part of it. And I did make a comment, but other people made a comment. You left out Run 8. Run 8 is by far, in my humble opinion, the best train simulator out there. Of course, I talked at the beginning of the video. If you're just catching, go ahead and watch the beginning again. If you're brand new to Discord, but you can join my Discord server, the Lazy Farmer Discord server. The link is in the description. From the Lazy Farmer Discord server, you can actually find the link to the TLF Mosel server. That's where all the servers are. That's where, if you want to come play, if all you have is the base game, you can get on the SRS server. If you have other maps as well, then you can come play on those maps, whichever you prefer. AGS, here in the southeast, Mohawk, Selkirk, Pittsburgh Line East and South Fork Secondary. So come play with us. We got lots of work to do. It's a good time. You guys heard the banter that we have going on. It's casual, and don't be afraid. Jump on in. We're here to help you. These guys that are hanging out in here with me, here to help you. So anyway, Ken, Jason, Devin, I'll catch you guys later. And for everybody else, have a great rest of your day. Okay, they don't want to say goodbye. All right, fine. They don't get to say goodbye. Bye-bye.